So what's up people, and welcome to another Alita Battle Angel video. So today's is a short and relatively insignificant video. I had yet another one of those stupid thoughts, and so I thought I would make a video on it and ask you guys this question and get your opinion on this. So yeah, I've been thinking about this for quite a while, but it came up to my mind again when I was looking at the topic of the week, which seems to be how the Dark Phoenix movie bombing is attributed to Alita Battle Angel. Yeah, I've heard all that news through the multiple different videos that's already come out. And since it's been covered very extensively by a lot of the other YouTubers out there, I didn't want to talk about that. However, I did want to talk about something that came up in my mind when I was looking at this, which is like, okay, here we go again. For whatever reason, Alita Battle Angel is the punching bag for every possible excuse that comes out, right? I mean, the bombing of the Dark Phoenix doesn't have anything to do with the terrible scores that it's been getting by the critics, the terrible scores that it's been getting by the viewers, the terrible word of mouth that it's gotten, or even the bad reviews that you see often in the YouTube environment. No, it's none of that. It's due to Alita Battle Angel's schedule being in February that moved Dark Phoenix to June. Yeah, that's the reason. It has nothing to do with any of that other stuff. It has to do with a movie moving Dark Phoenix from one of the worst possible movie months in the year of February to one of the best possible movie months of the year, which is June. That's the reason why it bombed. Yeah, I know. I'm not going to go into that. What I want to go into is the question of why the constant hate. No, I know. It's not by the community. I could care less about the community. The community of haters is so completely out to space that it's not even worth asking that question, right? But with regards to the studios, why is there such a indifference at best to a negative at worst sort of environment that's always put on this particular movie? And I'm not going to ask with regards to, the motive and the possible conspiracies or whatever. That's been talked to death. The question I wanted to ask is, if you were a studio that was going into a transitional period with regards to the future movies that were coming out, wouldn't you, just out of common sense, want to hang on to and support as many of the franchises that can possibly bring you up in the future? And why I call this a transitional period is because of the situation that you see with a lot of the franchises that currently exist. And yeah, sure, Disney has been doing okay, I guess, this year due to the major success of Endgame. But even if you look at something like Dark Phoenix, which was a Fox product but will be transitioned to a Disney product, I guess, that last movie isn't gonna be anything great for the future possibilities of XMen franchises for Disney. Now, of course, if Disney makes it an opportunity to bring it into the Marvel Cinematic Universe and, let somebody like the Russo brothers direct the next X-Men movies, that may be a crossover between that and the Avengers, that would be really cool, But I have no idea how things will go, and the reason why I call it a transition period is even in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, we're going to the next phase. And a lot of the successful franchises, the names, have been retired from the previous phase. Sure, I don't think there will be any problem with the Guardians of the Galaxy, or Doctor Strange, or Black Panther, or Ant-Man, but I have no real strong feeling for any of the future names that may be coming out. And don't get me started with regards to the Star Wars franchise. Yes. Yeah, I don't know about any of you, but I have no interest in going to see episode 9 ever since I didn't go see episode 8 because of some of the things that I heard happened, which for me made me decide that I lost interest in the Star Wars cinematic universe. I didn't lose interest in the Star Wars lore. I just lost interest in the cinematic universe and these trilogies, basically because it was going off in the wrong direction from what I believe the lore should be. I don't know about anybody else's belief of the lore, and to be honest, that's up to them. But for me, when I saw that, the first Jedi Temple got burnt down by all people, Yoda, and the way they represented Luke, which of course, for me, wasn't that, it was disrespectful to Mark Hamill, which some of it was, but it basically went completely off of what I felt the character Luke should be in the Star Wars lore. And that then gave a question to how the future movies will represent the Star Wars lore. And so I figured that if that's going to be the case, unless I see a major, massive, uptick in the quality of episode 9, I figure I will save myself the trouble of being upset and not go see episode 9. What's the point, right? What am I going to do? Go see it and then make a video about how I hated it just for the sake of the likes? I don't want to do that, But in any case, this then, of course, brings up the question with regards to Star Wars. I don't think I'm the only one that is questioning the possibility of how well Star Wars Episode 9 will be. And if that's the case, even if Episode 8 did well in the box office, it may not transfer well to Episode 9. And even if Episode 9 did okay, that ends the entire Star Wars trilogy. And after that point, I really have no faith in how the cinematic universe will portray Star Wars. If it does it well, I'll be happy to go back again. And if it does the lore well. But if it doesn't, then yeah, I'm not even invested in it anymore. And I used to watch the Star Wars movie series, extremely well. And of course, when the trilogy ends, I'm definitely not invested in Star Wars anymore. And so I don't think I'm the only person, and that brings up all these questions. I'm still not sure about the Terminator series, not because of the fact of whether it's a cultural or a political statement. I'm more worried about the fact that this seems more like another deja vu to the whole Terminator. How many times does Sarah Connors have to be chased by the Terminator before they find another story to put into the lore, So to me, I don't know. It just feels like, yeah, been there, done that. So for me, I am questioning the Terminator franchise as well. And as for Disney's core stuff, yeah, I have no interest in seeing Dumbo, the live action movie. And I'm not sure if I want to see Aladdin, the live action movie, and definitely don't want to see Lion King, the live action movie. So, yeah. Maybe I'm the anomaly, and maybe all of these will do well. But I do feel that it is in a transitional time that there may be potential that some of these franchises won't work as well as they used to. And so if I was Disney, I would think that I would like to have in my back pocket possible new franchises that they could create based upon some previous titles and movies that have shown to be at least strategically successful, even if it's not completely successful from a revenue/profit point of view. And of course, we're not completely finished with the Alita Battle Angel first movie revenue/profit because the DVD, revenue hasn't come out yet. But in any case, I think that this franchise has already shown that even if it doesn't have a huge mainstream following yet, it does have a very large cult following. And I would think that if they do this well, that they could expand this into a great mainstream series. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Do you think that it's even worthwhile for Disney to put a negative aspect on this title? Why? Why spend money to trash one of your potential future franchises, Just do whatever you do to keep it in a positive note. Bring it up every once in a while in a nice way, or even mention the possibilities of a sequel. And the reason I say that is it's really not even a commitment. I'm not really going to be super happy even if Disney says that they will make a sequel. Not because I'm not looking forward to a sequel. I'm really looking forward to a sequel. I just say that because Disney has said that with a lot of other movies in the past. And after a few months or a few years, they just shoot it down anyway. So what is the weight? What is the commitment to that statement, right? All they have to do is say, we changed our minds. So I don't know if them saying, oh yeah, I think we'll be interested in getting a sequel means anything, right? Until Robert Rodriguez gets the green light to start making the movie. And even then, I worry because they have shut down other movies right in the middle of their filming. But, again, coming back, why kill it now? Right? I mean, if everything else is successful, yeah, maybe they won't need another franchise since everything else is successful. But why try to figure it out now? Why not have Alita Battle Angel as a positive note in your back pocket, ready to go in case one of your other franchises fails? I would think that's the smart thing to do if you were a studio that owned the franchise. I don't know. So what do you think? I mean, do you think that it would be worthwhile for Disney? Do you think it would be smart for Disney to have Alita Battle Angel in their back pocket as a dark horse in case something goes wrong with any of their current big franchises so that this one can take over? And do you think maybe that they're being silent about it because of the fact that, well, so far everything seems to be going well and it'll take a negative aspect of one of these other franchises for them to use this as a means for damage control? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you can put your comments in the comments section below as always, then I would appreciate it. And thank you very much in advance for watching this video. And thank you very much for any input that you can provide. So that's it for this video. Yeah, sorry for the stupid nature of the video, but I was thinking about this and just keeping on wondering why. What's the value of putting so much negativity in this particular franchise? Okay, well, I'll continue on with more Alita Battle Angel videos in the future. I hope you join us at that time. Until then, happy movie watching, happy anime watching, happy comic reading, and as always, Jaya, nice day, everyone.